Oh my goodness, that Mets series was stressful. Let's get into a little bit of a therapy session on this week's episode of.
All right. Welcome to the collab. This is the Division Therapy and Brave Idiots podcast collaboration. Welcome back, guys. We are right here in the midst of the sad to say Mets and Braves series is not swinging the Braves way right now. So we're going to start off with soft toss. This is just a short segment we do every week, just kind of hitting the highlights. Thanks for Bret and Liam joining us this week.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Guys. So all the focus is on this Brave and Mets doubleheader today. What has went down so far, guys?
Can I just say that Austin Riley is useless?
Completely useless. I can't stand the guy. I can't stand him.
I feel like he's
completely useless offensively.
I feel like he's been better in the second half so far, but yeah, the past couple days has not been kind of looked like that first half version of him.
Yeah. I genuinely believe that if he were to just sit on the fastball and just not swing at any pitch away, he would consistently walk because pitchers are just throwing him everything outside of the zone. He's just I'm gonna strike out so hard right now, and I'm gonna be locked in on it, and it's ridiculous. It upsets me. I hate it.
No patience with that guy. None.
Yeah, it sucks.
I think Christian
I feel
Scott.
I feel like every team has a guy that is just useless. Like for Mets, I'd say right now, that's Brett Beatty. He is just horrible, right? OPS down the drain, and luckily he was getting protected when B.I.G.S was playing because everyone just can't stand B.I.G.S as a player, as a person. And then B.I.G.S got hurt, and now it's just highlighting how bad Beatty is. It's the same thing.
He's been
career. Is that kind of like a comparable? I'm interested to hear this because I'm always just looking at the Braves positive and negatives, and so it's kind of fun having the Mets fan.
Oh, there's a lot of negatives. There's plenty of negatives.
Is that kind of just the comparable to our Austin Riley would be?
I think so. I think that's the easy choice just because they play third base. I'd say that Riley definitely has a lot more power than Beatty, right? Beatty's kind of like a slap hitter, doesn't have a ton of power. I'd say his defense is pretty good, definitely improved from when he first started. And then now they kind of are just playing him like Swiss Army knife, right? I don't know if you guys caught the game last week, but they had him out in right field for whatever reason, and he misplayed a ball. Christian Scott gives up 3 runs. It's just he's just a very frustrating player, and it feels from what I've heard of Liam and you guys talk about Austin Riley, it does feel like that same kind of headache. Although I will say Riley does have the track record, so you know what he could be, right? I don't think Beatty's ever gotten to that point.
He's been a career lifetime quadruple A player, if you will. He rakes when he's in the minor leagues, and you're like, oh, we got to get him up. He was a highly touted prospect, I think, at one point.
Super highly touted,
yeah. And then they pull him up, and then every time he gets into the majors, he just kind of underperforms.
Well, everyone thought that he was going to be the replacement, the replacement for David Wright. Obviously not same timelines, but same type of profile, and he just hasn't panned out that way.
Yeah. Big shoes to fill there.
Totally.
Yeah. But
we got to talk about that.
You guys have the.
That's what I was going to jump into. We were going to discuss this this first. I mean, it's kind of been a boring doubleheader today. Not many runs scored, but that first game was just sad for Braves fans. But I mean, the only cool part about it was Aston's I'm from the same hometown as Connor Thomas. I felt bad for the kid, but it was an interesting it was a historical night.
Do you agree with the choice though? Because I was listening to the broadcast and they were kind of saying Braves have this guy who just gets lit up, gets shuttled back down. I couldn't believe they kept him in the game. I understand you need to save arms, but like, you gotta like an emotional side of me was like, you gotta feel for this kid.
Well, honestly, I couldn't believe they kept him in the game.
Yeah,
because I don't think I don't think we've ever really done that with a guy. I don't think
it just really felt like Walt was doing, even though I really don't feel like Snicker ever really did it to that extent, but it truly just felt like there was no one else coming into that game, and Connor Thomas was just going to have to wear it. And you got to feel bad for him. Like, I don't know if you saw the videos of him in the dugout afterwards. Like, the dude was basically crying. I'm like, most traumatic day of his life probably. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks. I honestly think that I'm like, Karinchak should be up. I have no idea why Karinchak isn't up. I have no idea why Roldy Munoz isn't up. Like, there's multiple guys in AAA that I feel like could have easily taken a couple more of those innings that I just feel like aren't up with the team right now. And the fact that Connor Thomas was brought up, obviously no offense to that he's from your hometown, but clearly he wasn't even doing well in AAA. He was struggling in AAA. So I brought him up, and if you struggle in AAA, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think you do very well in the majors. So
I wonder if some of that though is like protecting Roldy Munoz, right? Like, he's kind of a name that's been thrown about in trade offers. I wonder if like they're afraid he's going to get lit up and just all that trade value is going to tank.
Yeah, certainly a possibility.
That's what I was going to say. It's like a Moneyball, like the movie Moneyball. Obviously, it's over a real story. It's the same scenario, man. It's what they're doing. They're protecting their farm system trades because I feel like they're going to make a move. I don't know if they are, but I feel like that's the direction they're headed. I mean, and who knows? The GM might have said, "Hey, you're going to pitch this kid today," and Walt might have been like, "You know what? I'll show you. If I got to pitch this guy, I'm going to show you."
Yeah. Well, they've got to make a move. They've got to. I mean,
they have no choice.
Fans or butts. They have no choice. I mean, you got Chris Sale and.
Yeah, it just
Chris Sale
exactly. Exactly. I thought you were going to continue that.
You have Chris Sale and Chris 5 Sale injured arms.
Who do you guys want to see? Who do you guys want to see get traded?
Yeah.
I'm a Joe Ryan guy. I want Joe Ryan. Really? I think that's if I'm going to get like a number 1, 2 guy, and I think it's realistic. You know, he 1-year contract. The Twins, the only issue is in the AL. Like, why would you sell? Like, everyone is like 3 games out from a wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to like envision it fully. But he was like a guy that I think 1-year contract is going to be free agent. You know, I think realistically we'll probably go get a guy like Robbie Ray. You know, but I think you need to add a starter into the rotation because I've said this multiple times on our podcast is that I'm okay with the options we have at number 3. I need a number 2 guy because when we get in the postseason, you only use 3 guys with the days off and everything. So give me a 1, 2. You know, you got Chris Sale. You have options at 3 whenever you want to do it. The rest of the guys stay in the pen. And then you got a guy like Robbie Ray, Joe Ryan, whoever. I mean, God willing, Scooble, whatever it is, right? You have that dominance when it comes into the postseason.
See, I feel like you could go out and get a guy like Joe Ryan, and then turn around and get a guy like Reed Detmer, and then there's your 2 and 3. I feel like we've got the pieces. Yeah. Exactly, you've got the pieces, and I mean, why not? I mean, it's not like going out and getting a Scooble. I mean, you're going to pay a pretty penny even with him, you know, not under contract next year.
Well, let me know what y'all think about this trade. I've been thinking about this. So this is with the Royals, and we're trading for Michael Wacha and Lane Thomas, and we give them J.R. Ritchie, Grant Holmes, and John Heel. And like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
shake my hand, brother. Shake it.
I know.
Let's make it. Let's make that deal. I'm
like,
good.
I feel like that is very fair.
Yeah, can I interest you guys in Freddie Peralta?
Oh yeah,
I'm good, bro.
Do I get Brewers Freddie Peralta or do I get?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna get for him. I mean, I think he's going back he's going to the NL Central. I think he's going to the Cubs personally, and I'd love to get Jackson Wiggins. And honestly, I'd add Weaver to get Matt Shaw as well, like totally out of position or just blocked at the positions. I still think Peralta has value. I think part of it is just like once you're going so poorly, it's just inevitably going to happen. I do think like, leading up to a few starts ago, he was starting to find something, but I don't know what they're going to get for him.
Don't take this the wrong way, but it always seems like when the Mets sign somebody that's crushing it, they stink up the joint.
At least to start off, yeah. At least to start off. Yeah. I mean, off the top of my head, Lindor, Soto, first half.
Y'all got some kind of curse on you.
Yeah. It really is. I have a buddy that's also a Mets fan, and we've talked multiple times. And like, there are moments as a Braves fan, naturally, like in 22 and 20, or like 23 and 22, when they were kind of getting that specifically 22. When it came down to that final series.
Oh, God.
As a Braves fan, naturally, like, that's when I mess with him, and I give it to him. But there are moments where I go, I feel really bad for him at times because he's such a Mets fan. And, like, you guys love your guys, and I give you guys all the credit in the world because you love your guys regardless of the situation. And it's just tough. Even when you guys get a product, even when you get a GM that's like, hell, I'm gonna write any check you ever want to throw out there.
Yeah.
But it just, for some reason, they just can't seem to put it all together. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys, because obviously you guys are going to try to offload some contracts. It'd be interesting to see what you guys end up doing.
I do think, for all the David Stearns hate that he's gotten, I am a David Stearns apologist. I will say it. I'm not like fire the guy. Like, let the guy have another year with the farm system. Let it build it. But I think this is where he is going to earn back a lot of trust from Mets fans, because I do really just think he's going to extract all value from these players. Trade Weaver while his value is at an all-time high. Peralta, see if anyone wants Manaea. He's been pitching well lately. Luis Robert has started to pick it up a little bit ever since coming off the injury. So, I mean, there's definitely some options out there. The team's going to look so different come August 4th, right? Like, I know that. So I'm excited just to see what guys they get back and the young guys that can produce down the stretch.
Yeah. I think
that's an interesting how many of y'all's players have been like just homegrown and like come up through the minors and been
good?
And now are you in your starting nine? Because I really don't
right now.
Is just everybody just signed from random places?
No, right now
I think that's a big difference between Braves and like Dodgers and like these big city teams like New York teams where it's just it probably doesn't feel as detrimental to let some guy go, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why so many Mets fans had such a hard time of letting go of Nimmo, Alonso, and McNeil because they were homegrown. Obviously, Lindor was traded, but has been with that core for a while. But now you're seeing it now, though. It's like, Ewing homegrown, Benj homegrown, McClain homegrown, Christian Scott homegrown, Zach Thornton. Yeah. Like this is what winning baseball clubs do. Like this is the blueprint, right? Like you see it with the Braves and the Dodgers and the Yankees for some part of it. So it's like I think you just got to give it a little bit of time. If I'm talking to my fellow Mets fans who are like angry, I'm just like, you just got to give it some time.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of got into the chop it like it's hot. I renamed this tonight, just to let Bret in on the party here. It's chop it like it's hot. We got that from drop it like it's hot. So we got big apple bottom jeans. I started to put boots with the fur, but I left the boots with the fur out. But we've already kind of dug our heels in right here on this, just kind of talking everything Braves and Mets. We dove right in, and I like your question. I think Briar was our only one we got answered so far. He said, "Who'd you say your player was that you wanted us to get, Briar?"
Oh, Joe Ryan.
Joe Ryan.
Yeah.
I've kind of been a Sonny Gray type guy. He's been pitching good for the Red Sox the whole season. I think that's like I I don't know. Yeah, how many times have we heard Sonny Gray over the years connected to us, but we haven't gotten him?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more of a possibility because he's kind of getting old. So that's kind of my.
But I will say,
I don't think we'll trade for a high value guy, but if I had to pick one that is kind of a little bit towards the top tier, I would choose him.
The Red Sox have been on a heater though. So,
I don't think
that's the tough part.
And they just traded early too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lost the pitcher there. Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna talk about
what was that trade? I was like the long-term payoff, and then first game in gets hit on the wrist. He might be out for the year.
Oh, he is. He broke his wrist. He broke his wrist.
In the long-term payoff, regardless, he had one good season, Curtis Mead. He had one good season, and
he's been DFA'd a couple times. Yeah.
And then you trade this guy.
It was weird.
A lot of upside potential.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But hey, not my team. Thank God.
What's funny though is we could get like Freddie Peralta. It's you joke about it, but it'll probably be some random guy who's been pitching just okay with like a almost 5 ERA, because you think like over the years, like you get like Kevin Gossman, he comes here, and it does. I mean, it doesn't matter. His career. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really who you are, or what you do. I coached college tennis, and you could see like even just like from that, like if it's a change of scenery and a change of like coaching or just a different atmosphere, it can make all the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I definitely think that it's going to be really important, because obviously pitching is one thing, but I definitely think that a bat is really needed, and that's why I kind of proposed in I think Lane Thomas is so important, because right now, talking about that first game of the doubleheader, Mauricio Dubon has fallen off an absolute cliff. Like he went from, and we talked about it on our podcast, one of the clutchest players on the team to, I think like in the last month or so, he has like lower than a 70 WRC plus and can barely really, because like it's so weird, and they've talked it on the broadcast, and like I've seen it on Braves Twitter, where it's like in the beginning of the season, like all he cared about was getting hits, getting on base, and now he's actively trying to pull the ball. And so it's just like he went from a super clutch player where we felt like that he was that righty bat that was kind of anchoring the lineup, since we have so many lefties and we need that righty that we can rely on, as he literally gets a hit in the game.
You're ahead of me. I didn't see
it. You're a bit ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm a little behind.
But yeah, it's still been really rough. So I really think it's important for us to add a bat, and specifically add a righty bat. And so because if we don't, it's just difficult when literally every producing player on this team is a lefty. And if we face those lefties, that's where we're struggling, because if the guys can't produce consistently against the lefties, it's tough.
That's actually a good point. I didn't realize the lacklusterness of our righties in our lineup, because Ronald hasn't been healthy enough to be consistent. Riley hasn't been good. Dubon was kind of the anchor there. You're right. I didn't even realize that. That's a good point. And yeah, I think the thing is you brought Dubon to play premier defense at shortstop. That's what you brought that guy in to do, or just in general, like fill in where was needed. But it was to kind of the beginning of the season when you knew Hassan Kim was down, we're bringing him to play some shortstop, and then he turned into this left fielder, and then he became more than we asked him to be, like you're saying. And then it's like you build it. You get that confidence. You keep doing things. And then you start thinking, well, I was just doing it. Why can't I continue? And then it's like you got to realize that sometimes you come back down to earth and you're the player who you are. And you got to make sure that you just do the right thing. That's what makes you so valuable, is that you're consistent and you do the right thing. You make the right plays. And that's what it is. But you're right. We need to kind of get something going on that right side, because then lefties are just going to eat us up.
I tried telling Liam about this, about Dubon, and about Yastrzemski and Dom Smith, like these guys are DFA'd multiple times. Like,
oh yeah, Dom Smith, Mets legend, man.
Mets legend. Listen, I root for him. He's a good guy. I like him a lot. But it's like you can't expect these guys to really anchor your lineup like you're saying. It's like you have to rely on your Rileys, your Acuñas, your Michael Harris Jr.'s, your Albys, your Baldwins. It's like you can't just expect greatness from those guys every day.
Yeah.
No.
And it's because of those other guys that amplify those guys, because again, all they're forced to do is just do the right thing, make the right play, and then they do that, and then they connect with a 3-run home run, and it's like they walk it off.
And unfortunately for Dubon, it's like he came out so hot with us that him coming back down to earth, us as fans were like, oh man, what happened? But unfortunately, this has been Dubon for his career. He just
Houston knows this well. Houston knows this Dubon well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, the end of the first doubleheader was crazy. You thought the game was over, and then it wasn't, and then obviously Riley struck out. It was, I don't know, man. It's just I just wish that he would be a little bit more patient, but hopefully we can win this one. But we gotta talk about these Phillies. What does that say?
Yeah. I'm dead inside.
wait before you talk about the Phillies, what did you guys see from Smith Shawver, because he's coming back off of injury? What did you guys think of him today?
I thought they should have left him out there. I think he should have went.
Yeah. I liked what I saw. Like for your first start back after a little over a year, that's what you asked for. I'm not even asking for you to, be that good. You can let up 3 or 4 runs, but if you go out there and I see a lot of swing and miss, I see, you pitch, I'm seeing you hit like 99, when I see those things and I go, okay, you're going to build on top of it. Because even guys like Hunter Green, who just came back, first start out, gets shelled, Then the next start, he goes 7 innings, lets up 1 run, strikes out 10. And so that's the thing. But I think Smith Shawver looked pretty good coming back.
Yeah. I'd say he looked calm. That's kind of the big thing is always kind of look for that fear or whatever that's in the guy's eyes when they're on the mound. And he just looked like he was just, he honestly, like, he had the right mindset about it, and he was out there just kind of trying to get back into a routine of this is what I do. So I feel pretty dang good about it.
I feel like they should have at least gave him a chance to get out of that. In my opinion,
I mean that's true.
And our starters hadn't been going 6 innings, and a guy like that, he only gave up 2 runs. Let him pitch a little longer. He was having a bad inning, but he looked good up until that point, and just give him a chance to get out of that.
Do y'all know how many pitches he threw today?
I believe it's just under 80. I think he got into the 70s.
Yeah.
The splitter looked good. The splitter looked good, which is obviously his best pitch. It was floating over the zone a little bit, but obviously he uses it very well for the most part. And I'm just excited that he's back because obviously, yes, after this game, he will most likely go back down, and then they will bring him back up to fill that role, once I guess all of this shakes out, if we find out if we're going to get, but obviously he's clearly going to be back. So I think that it was a good start to hopefully what is going to be
unless he's traded. Unless he's traded.
That is true. Unless he's traded, which is
you see the breaking news from Passan, not having to do with our teams, but Logan O'Hoppe and Chase Silseth to the Rangers.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I was just talking the other day. I was like, we need to get this going. Like, what are we waiting around for? We need something going. Thank goodness. Because granted, is this like the biggest trade? Nah. No. But it's something. We got
it gets your heart pumping,
Yeah,
I'm excited. That's the dominoes. Maybe that'll start making it.
What about Dustin May for you guys? I feel like that could be a fit.
But he's prone to weird injuries. He's fit for this team, like slipping on ice and breaking your pinky. I mean, he might be made. He might be made to be a Brave.
Yeah, you know, he might fit in well. You know,
yeah, tear his esophagus when he's swallowing like a green bean or something.
That's also sounds like the Braves.
Sounds familiar.
That's why we picked up Chris Sale, because we were like, oh, Chris Sale, he punches, you know, his motorcycle or something like that.
Perfect.
Breaks his hand. You're like, what?
Oh, I'll take him if you don't want him. I'll take Chris.
Nope.
Sale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. I'm sure
Please,
you would.
that's our only pitcher we got. Please.
The Mets will sign him when he's 50, though.
Yeah. He
Have
looks
y'all been
50. He
keeping
looks
up with
old,
this?
man.
With this Phillies drama between
with them just
Mattingly and
losing?
Harper.
Yeah,
No.
no,
So
no.
have y'all not? Okay. I'm gonna educate y'all a little bit on this. So Harper, who boo, right?
Oh yeah.
Everyone hates Harper, and he likes to speak his mind. Usually,
Yeah.
he likes making coffee and speaking his mind. I don't know if you've seen his coffee TikToks.
And brushing his teeth weirdly.
Wait, were you
Yes.
talking
Raw
about
milk,
on the Mookie Betts podcast?
Yeah.
Basically, recently, right, the Phillies
Yeah.
obviously have been struggling. They just got swept by the Marlins. And after game 2, right, a huge comeback. The Marlins came back. They were up 6-0, and then the Marlins came back to win 8-6. Bryce made comments basically that this team needed to add and that basically the team was failing. And so Mattingly comments, and I just looked it up. He said, players like being GMs and making calls and spending other people's money. And he said this in like an interview, I guess, after game interview or whatever, because of Bryce Harper's comments. So things are not right in Philly, which obviously for Braves fans and Mets fans is very exciting. But it's just Harper has always weirdly spoken his mind, and it just doesn't really seem like it ever helped.
Can I add to that? So I got to listen to Michael A. Taylor speak last week up in Pigeon Forge. He used to play for the Nats, won a World Series.
Yeah, absolutely.
So somebody asked the question without asking, what made that team good enough to win a World Series? And he said, well, when we got rid of certain people and our locker room became leaders and we had a true leader, that's when we got better, and that's how we won the World Series. He said once they traded Bryce Harper to the Phillies, that's when we got good enough to win a World Series. He said because we didn't have people in the locker room telling us how we needed to play baseball, who we needed to get, who needed to pitch, just crazy. But it's funny that you bring that up because I literally just heard somebody who played with the guy talk about it.
Well, I think that the other part about this is Mattingly does not give a freak.
No.
You know, like he basically ended up doing this job because some guy got fired, right?
Right.
I mean, and he's been around. I mean, he has been around the freaking block as a manager, and he's almost like, well, I'm just, if I'm here and I could win a World Series, great, but I'm probably not going to. So I'm just gonna, speak my mind. So I can believe that, and I think that's probably got to be a little bit infuriating as a Phillies player, but I think Mattingly just does not give a rip what anybody thinks. So
you're on house money.
I'd probably be the same way, honestly.
Hey, Brett.
Like 40 years in it and not win a World Series.
Hey, Brett.
Yeah, what's
The
up?
Braves won.
Braves win. Suck it.
You better have won the Chris Sale start. You better have won the Chris Sale start.
That's true.
Like,
All we needed was one run.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was about to say
at least
though that we needed that, like, just to salvage the series, like.
Yeah.
And you're happy that you had Chris Sale on the mound, even though Christian Scott looked really good today too, as well.
Yeah, he's taking a big step forward this year, specifically once Andy Green took over. Like, Andy Green was, the VP of player development, and so he knows a lot of these young guys really well and knows how to motivate them, knows what makes them tick. Like, this is stuff that Mendoza would literally never do. I don't know if you guys are super familiar with Carlos Mendoza's post-game pressers, but it was like, we have the talent, we just got to play better. And it would be like rinse and repeat. And then you look at the standings and they're 15 games, below 500. And it's like, all right, well, they're not. So it's just kind of frustrating.
That was kind of like last year with Snicker. Like he would every time every time they'd ask him like, oh, what do we do to turn this around? Like, how do we, what's going on? Oh, well, we're just going to keep going out there. And
these guys are baseball players. They've been here before.
They'll figure it out. Yeah.
They'll figure it out, whatever. And we're like, no, we need to do something.
Right.
Like, let's go.
Season's over. Over. Yeah.
Exactly.
I will say one thing that I feel like overarchingly Walt has done significantly better than Snicker is he's not afraid to change the lineup. Like,
tonight,
Snicker was terrified of taking Ronald out of the leadoff spot. And now Ronald usually took himself out of the leadoff spot when he was injured. But when he wasn't injured, Snicker was terrified to take him out of the leadoff spot. And he really was set in his ways. And I think Walt obviously not only recognized and can read the analytics of how great Drake is versus lefties, but I think he is willing to make those aggressive changes. Now, I definitely think that some of the times that he's brought Kinley in against lefties and stuff like that, is definitely questionable. But I think overarchingly, I'm satisfied with Walt as opposed to Snicker, who would just kind of sit there and because he would kind of have that respect, right? He wanted to let the guy go as long as possible and not pull him to actively attempt to win games. And I feel like Walt has been doing that better, I suppose.
Yeah. So Liam, speaking of Kinley, and I'm going to ask you this to get your opinion. Do you feel like his downfall this year has been overuse or no?
I definitely think that when you have a pitcher whose best pitch is a slider, and if he isn't getting people to chase that pitch when it's literally right down the middle, because we've seen that he's kind of made a little bit of adjustment the last couple of days, and it is like, because when that fastball is working, he can kind of work off of it. But when that slider is just hanging there, lefties were just sitting on it. And I think that Walt really had a lot of confidence in him, and I think he started getting really confident in that slider where he wasn't actively trying to miss bats as much and was just confident that people were going to roll over. So he was like, if I'm just going to get into the zone, people are going to hit it. It's like, no, these are professional batters. They're going to make adjustments for the most part, and people made those adjustments and were hitting him. And so I think that he got overly confident in a pitch that, if not thrown correctly, as opposed to a sinker or a fastball or a splitter, where it's like, for the most part, it can miss bats. Slider, I think you ask the majority of hitters, is probably one of the easier pitches to hit in baseball for these professional hitters, right? And so I think that it's less overuse and him becoming complacent with a pitch that he thought was good, and then he wasn't making the pitches because he thought he could just make the pitch and it was going to miss barrels. You know what I mean? So that.
And I was just curious because I felt like earlier in the season he was just like, every time he made a pitching change, Tyler Kinley was coming out, and he was doing fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of agree. I do think that he he's been hanging that slider some, which, like you said, against lefties, he's going to get killed, But I also do think he might be fatigued a little bit.
I certainly
from how much he was used earlier in the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's really slowed down. He's really slowed down, so it makes sense. That's, I think, what's going on with the bullpen, or it's just kind of getting like we were just saying with Walt Weiss. He's not worried about going and getting a win when he needs to get the win when you're in place to get the win. So that means Dylan Lee is going to get some work. Iggy's going to get some work.
Yeah.
When Suarez was playing and when he comes back, he's going to get some work. They're going to get innings because that is kind of always what Braves are in. I mean, even last year and the year before that, how many one-run games did we lose or we were in, So because there are always these close games, you're going to use those guys now. And then that puts you in a situation where you make Connor Thomas go out there and get just shelled. And now you probably might have ruined him for the rest of his life. Yeah, exactly.
It all comes back.
Hey, but, Connor Thomas, I appreciate you taking one for the team, bud. And,
absolutely.
And because now we were prepped and ready for a doubleheader today because they technically got 2 days off. And
which is important when we had like a 17-day stretch where we were supposed to have a game. So
it was kind of a blessing in disguise.
I do wonder. I didn't even think about that. If they kind of were playing it as if that game was going to get canceled because there was rain in the fourth. I mean, I was here. It was rain. I mean, although it was funny, it didn't really rain yesterday during the game. Like during the game time, it was weird that they called it so early. I get like wanting to call it really fans get there, but it didn't really rain, at least where I was. But I wonder if that played a factor of just leaving Thomas in there. We're going to shuttle a new guy up here anyways. We're going to have a 27th man. We'll have another pitcher. I do wonder.
Yeah. Probably you have to play those scenarios when they come. You just kind of like, oh, okay, this is what's going to happen. We kind of, we're just going to. But I've been seeing we've been kind of seeing Walt kind of leaving guys in there longer than their due date, if that makes sense, their expiration date. We saw that with the Orioles series a lot. Like we put guys in there and made them stay in there for 3 innings, even though in normal situations we would substitute, and it just kind of paid off for us this time around. So I think it's just trying to get back healthy and getting everyone rested because of the starters also, and that's kind of been taxing the bullpen a little bit. So you have guys like Tyler Kinley who's getting overused, and so when he lets up a 3-run shot, you're like,
yeah.
What can you do?
Hey, let's dive in here. Let's hear about this panic meter. Bret and Liam, what's that about?
Yeah, so it's 1 out of 10. Give yourself a score. 1 is not panicked on a beach in Barbados somewhere, and 10 is in hell, I suppose. And you just kind of describe what your panic meter is in regards to the team. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's a good way to just kind of talk about overarchingly how we feel about the team moving forward. So yeah.
Well, hey, one of you guys lead us off then on that, and we'll try to follow up.
Yeah, I could take the lead. Honestly, the panic meter is kind of low because the guys that I've been wanting to play better, like the guys that they are clearly shopping that are going to be on a different team next week, have kind of raised their trade value. I look at Tyrone Taylor, who's like the hottest player in baseball right now, playing good defense, could definitely help out a team. He wasn't even a name on my radar a couple weeks ago because he just wasn't doing anything. And then I think also like panic meter plays into, I don't know how much you guys see on Mets Twitter, but there's been like the calling for Lindor's head right now. Yeah. Like everyone's like, trade this guy. And I think that's kind of died down. Same thing with Alvarez. Like I just wouldn't trade a 24-year-old top prospect catcher. I know he's disappointing, but look at Jordan Walker this year. Jordan Walker was the same thing. It was like number 1 prospect, 3 years of crap. And now he's finally blossomed.
The other thing is Lindor hasn't hardly even got to play this season because of injury. And then 2, I mean, like it doesn't even matter at this point. So you might as well just ride it out and just have him fresh going next season. And,
Yeah, or you look to trade him in the offseason. But I don't think like people are wanting a Lindor who's been hurt most of the year, hasn't produced when he's been healthy, other than against the Braves, obviously, in the first game of this series. What was that about?
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
He killed us.
Yeah, he looked like Cleveland Lindor. Like I don't even know if I've seen that version of Lindor. But yeah. So I mean, the panic. I mean, Luis Robert as well. Like panic comes from like Freddie Peralta. Is he hurt? Can they trade him? I do believe that he is hurt. I'm of the opinion that he is, in a contract year, he's going to be a trade piece. He doesn't want to lessen his value any. And so he is hurt and he's pitching through something, which would make sense. Like, and I get not wanting to reveal it, but like, and I'm sure they've asked him just because of how bad he's been. But I think they should trade Weaver. Like, I would be panicked if they don't trade Weaver just because I don't think his value gets any higher than it is right now. Same thing with maybe even Brazoban as well. I'd trade him. Minter as well. I'm sure you guys would welcome Minter back into the bullpen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Mm-hmm. I've been also saying a back end lefty a little bit too, as well as an option. That'd be nice.
I mean, I'd take Weaver. Yeah. He's good, man.
You're gonna have to give a bunch for Weaver. Yeah. I think he's gonna go for he's probably like a top 5 prospect in your system.
I just have a hard,
and a replacement reliever to replace his spot in the bullpen most likely as well. I'd go probably two guys for Weaver at least, like a prospect and a replacement.
Trading Hartman.
I have a hard time seeing the Braves trading in the division though.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just depends on the who you're getting, when you're getting them, how you're getting them.
He'll probably be a Dodger. Be realistic here.
Yeah, certainly a possibility. There were Dodgers fans in the Tigers comment section tonight, saying that the third straight World Series ring was loading. But I don't think. Well, yes, he's getting traded for sure. It's just going to depend on where he goes.
I think he might go to the Rays.
I think the Brewers.
Okay, he'll be a Yankee, guys.
Maybe in free agency.
I think the Rays just have a lot of trade capital. They have a lot of guys that they can, pieces that they can give up, and they're competing right now, and they're leading the division right now. So I could see them going all in on a guy like him because they have a great rotation. It's just a matter about the lineup kind of continuing the way that they're going. But to kind of go into my panic meter right now is, I would say I'm at like a good, probably like a 6 or 7 on Ronald Acuna Jr. I'm gonna see how the rest of the season goes, but let's just say he gets injured again. It's just, you're just in this situation where you're gonna pick up both years of his options, because you know what he's capable of doing when he's healthy and he's playing at his capability. But the issue is staying on the field. And I think if, just depending on where you're at in that final year and what he's been doing, I don't know. I would love the world where I can get 23 Acuna. And what I'm saying is, my panic meter is saying that I don't think we'll ever get, we're never going to get a healthy guy on a year in, year out basis. And that kind of sucks. So, you got the most talented guy that's come through your system. I grew up wanting a guy like Ronald Acuna Jr. I wanted a Ken Griffey type of guy. We had Chipper Jones, but this was a guy that Chipper Jones come out, work hard, take equal amount of swings on both sides of the plate, and hit for average and play solid defense. And you're the guy, you're the face, right? But I wanted a guy that just had every talent in the world, just looked amazing, explosive, and we finally got him. And he has 2 bum ACLs, and it's tough. It's a tough feeling, but that's really the only panic meter I can have, because again, you're first in the division. And I thought the Phillies would probably be right in that position at this current point in the season going into the season. So I mean, what can you complain about?
Do you think that there's a possibility that Ronald isn't wearing a Braves jersey in a couple years? Do you think eventually AA just gets fed up?
I don't think he'll be a Brave.
The only I don't want to say only possibility that I see. I just say that there might be a world where the injuries kind of help the Braves to retain him if they want to, because his value kind of starts to drop a little bit. Now, if he goes out, let's say this is what he is, and he's healthy for the rest of the season, he has a good thing, goes in the postseason, does well, and for some reason has a healthy next 2 years, and he produces numbers similar to 2020 through 23, outside of the injury. The numbers when he was on the field in 21 were amazing. 23, of course, was the MVP. 2020, he had a great year, even though it was a shortened season. 2019, he was, a couple stolen bases from a 40-40 season then. So if you can have that guy the next 2 years, it might be tough to re-sign him under the current Braves philosophy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I honestly think that there's a real possibility, depending on if he plays 60, 70, maybe 80 games in the next 2 years, that he's going to a team like the Angels, where he gets to go to LA and he gets to kind of live that high lifestyle. And obviously I think he has family there and all of that stuff. And I just think eventually it's going to get to the point where it's like he has enough skill where it's like, okay, he can produce on a lower level team where he can get paid some bum money like Chris Bryant did with the Rockies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where that dude's making millions, but he's like one of the craziest contracts ever. You know what I mean? Like
Anthony Rendon, sometimes.
Anthony Rendon,
something like that. Like
I'd love to see him and Trout interact. I would love to see that.
Acuna and Trout.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But that would be the perfect setting for a guy who a what if scenario. You know, it's. I mean, that's where we actually had a podcast earlier. About a month ago, talking about how Acuna might just be the new Mike Trout. You know, this guy that had everything ahead of him and could have been like. I mean, Mike Trout though still has put together a phenomenal career. Still be a Hall of Famer. It's just what he could have been. You know, compared to what he ended up turning out to be. I mean, he's had a great year too, as well this season. It just again injuries, and so that's the thing. My thing with Acuna is that. Even with the injuries, you're still kind of not, performing at what you can or what we want you to be performing like. You know, he had an at bat tonight where it was you got a guy in first and third, and it's 0-0, and you just put the ball in play. They're gonna take the double play. You know, it was 0 outs. Just put the ball in play, and you strike out a 95 right down the gut. You know, like that's not something you want to be seeing from your superstar.
I was kind of thinking about this when I was driving down the road today because it was like, I've always thought that, Anthopoulos is kind of doing everything to protect his job and everybody else's job in the organization. But what would be nice, I thought like this honestly years from now could look like, wow, what a genius. Or it could look like, I kind of want Anthopoulos to do this, but later down the road, I would be like, what an idiot, as if what we did was we go get Scooble, we bring him in, we sign him to a contract like Aston had said before, like we get him, we somehow pay him the money because we're like, you know what, we're not going to sign Ronald down the road, so let's just go get Scooble, sign him to a contract. We got good pitching. It may look terrible, but we trade away the prospects. And we win a World Series, and we get that one World Series, and it's like, what's gonna protect your job even more, than anything is win a World Series, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially since we don't really know what next season is going to look like. Are we going to be playing baseball? Is it going to be a shortened season?
True.
Like, I just feel like there's so many fans that are so scared to give up Hartman and give up Peel and Southazine and like all of these guys. And it's just like, if you can get Tarek and you can put him in, and I watched the playoffs last year and the Braves weren't in the playoffs, but the Tigers were. And those playoff starts from Scooble, it's some of the best pitching I've seen in my entire life.
It was like, didn't it go a complete game on one of those?
It's just like, there's just not a lot of people that can do that and just dominate a game like that. And I'm on the same boat. I think we should do it, but I just don't know if AA has the guts to do that. I just don't know if he can genuinely do that, because if he does it and we don't win, or God forbid he gets hurt like those bodies in his elbow or whatever, and then he gets injured, then that could lead to him getting fired. So it's obviously a double-edged sword, I suppose, but I guess most decisions are. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
you already made enough money in your career, AA. Just go for it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but you just never know. I will say, I do want to
drink a beer, pop a few Ativans, and make the trade.
Yeah, exactly. Rub some cortisone cream on that. You'll be good. But yeah, I did want to bring up, just kind of talking on Acuna and stuff, and then kind of talking to Bret about the comparison that's always been, and just kind of touching on that note of what I was talking about, is that you got throughout time and since they've been in the league, Soto and Acuna have been compared back and forth a lot of times about their potential, what they can do, their talent, and everything. And I was actually having a conversation with my buddy the other day, is that as much as I want to say, and earlier on in the conversation, I like when they were in the first couple seasons, I was dead set. Acuna's the more talented guy. He's the better guy. If I'm going to build a franchise, I'm going to build it around Ronald Acuna Jr. Nothing against Soto. I just believed in Acuna's ability that much. Nowadays, you look at how the statistics have gone on because of the health of Ronald Acuna Jr. Nowadays, it's hard to argue that Ronald Acuna Jr. is the better player than Juan Soto because, man, he's been consistent. He gets on base. Even when he's not hitting home runs or anything, he just gets on base. The plate discipline is amazing. And Ronald himself even actually contributed his MVP season to the help of Juan Soto's father when it comes to hitting approach. And that's the thing. So that's what you want. You want a guy like Juan Soto who's going to give you the day in, day out. He may not, he has his moments where he's flashy. I would still say Acuna is definitely the more flashy guy on paper. But
definitely.
But what Soto has put out, his numbers are insane, and that's what you would want from your superstar player.
I also think, like, I'm going to say that Soto's expectations are lower, even though I don't actually believe that. But I think, like, Acuna relies on his base running, relies on his defense to all. Like, Soto is just flat out the better hitter. And that's kind of all he does. Like, no Mets fan, when they signed him, was like, oh, man, he's about to win a Gold Glove, in right field or left field. Like, every Mets fan I know, myself included, was like, okay, yeah, he'll play the field for like 5 years, and then he'll be a great DH.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like blip on the radar last year with Anton Richardson, helping Soto get to almost 40 stolen bases. But I don't think that's like real. Like, his sprint speed isn't that, and his defense isn't that. And so, like, I think you see with Acuna, it's like, that he is deep down, he was once this like amazing 5-tool player. And now he probably only has like 3 of those tools. He doesn't have the speed, and he doesn't have the defense, and the defense he doesn't have is because he doesn't have the speed, right? Like, and I just think he might just be scared to run on those legs. I mean, there's no intention of him running ever, it feels like.
Yeah, and it's tough because the thing is with Acuna is that because of the ACLs, because of the hamstring issue and stuff like that, he just hasn't been. The thing about Acuna is he's an explosive player. Mike Trout was an explosive player, and because
plays
of the
free,
it's because of that. It kind of puts you. I think it takes a toll on your durability a little bit because everything's 100%. It's 100%, and it does. It's like I said, takes a toll over some time, and then you're starting to lose that, and you may find a situation where Acuna is kind of like a Hanley Ramirez later on in his career, where he's just like, I'm gonna bulk up and I'm just gonna play DH and I'm just gonna swing for the fence. So it's but again, Soto, like I said, one of my favorite things about him is his on base percentage. That's the number that pops out to me. It's the ability to get on base whichever way you put it, and like you said, it just becomes down to hitting. And that is I think when we place any value, you're going to get the Shohei Ohtanis of the world. That's a unicorn. We don't talk about him, right? I don't like Shohei Ohtani. I'm his one hater. And, I have made a big thing about. I actually, he's a great player. I respect the guy, but I just like to make a funny on the podcast a lot about, because everyone else is blowing smoke, and I just like to be the one guy that's like, yeah, well, he's all right,
I respect his dog more than I respect him.
Exactly. And but it's you're going to get those guys. You're going to have that. But when it comes down to it, when we look at every player's value, we're talking about his ability to hit.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, Juan Soto is probably the highest value guy outside of Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I'd put Yordan Alvarez up there.
Oh, yes, Yordan. You're so right, especially this year. Oh my god.
When healthy. Another one.
When healthy, yeah.
All right, hey guys. I had some technical difficulties. I think part of that was trying to add this slideshow on here to play our game.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is we'll kind of just end with this game right here. I think we kind of yapped on there for a good little bit, which is all good. But
it's just good. We're talking about good stuff.
We'll end with the game show. By the way, Juan Soto sucks. His little toe tap jump. He's a little baby. I hate that guy. He's a loser. I might hate Juan Soto more than I hate Bryce Harper. I just can't stand the little toe tap and like cockiness. I don't know.
They're equal to me.
Yeah, I mean,
you do know you have Ronald Acuna on your team, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I view Acuna. I'm like this cocky mother.
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
Okay. What did Guillermo or Heredia say? Always be cocky.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Be cocky. No humble. Be cocky all the time.
Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Well, talk to us about this game show. What are we playing?
All right, guys. This is the Brave Idiot Game Show. We go head to head each week. This week, what we will do is we will go one pod versus the other. Can everybody hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Their pods are always dying. I'm gonna change my headphones here in a second. But what we will do is this week we've got Met or Brave. So we will have two teams. We got Brave Idiots versus we got Bret and Liam as a team with Division Therapy. So I will moderate because I know the answer to the question, okay? Because this was the only way I could do this. If this is the situation, I'll have my wife make the game, but I knew she wouldn't be able to come up with good enough questions. So if you guys win, y'all get me the points, all right? So this is the way I win: is you guys have to win, that I get the points.
Okay.
This week, if Aston, Breyer, and Blake can win, then they each get 100 points. So I'm hoping they get 0 points. I get 100 if you guys can get it right. So what we'll do is we'll go through the question. What I'm going to do to kind of give it randomness a little bit is you'll give me we'll kind of go, we've got 10 questions. You'll give me like 1 through 10, and I'm going to find what slide question you got. So you get 1 point if you can name if it was a Brave or a Met. If you get that correct, you get 1 point. If you can name the player, then you get three extra points.
Okay. So you're like what, going to give us like stats or like
Yeah.
Could
just be cool. Like a fact or whatever it is.
I gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So flip your coin, figure out who's going first.
Now, boys, is this like a hand raise situation? Is this like a buzzer? What are we?
Yeah, are we just going like
No. So Bret and Liam will kind of they'll discuss between them. So they'll have like the first question or the second. We'll let Bret and Liam go first with their first question, and then they can kind of deliberate and give them their final answer, Met or Brave, and then we'll see if they can name that player.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So first off, let's give us we're gonna throw this up on the stage.
Oh,
give me a number 1 to 10.
Bret, why don't you go?
I'll go 4.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This player had an amazing run in the playoffs, hitting .328 with 19 hits and 11 RBIs as his team made a run to the World Series. Was this a Met or a Brave?
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think back on the 1986 Mets team. Bret,
whoa! Run to the World Series. It could be 2015.
I guess that's true. Okay.
Wait, quick question. Does the pictures have anything to do with the answer?
No, it doesn't. No, this is the same picture across the board. So
Keith looking like a beast out there.
Okay.
I want to say, you have anything? You got anything? coming up?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it right now. Are we like actively like talking about players now?
Yeah.
Are we okay?
It could be basically anything from the whole franchise history. Though I tried to do more of it towards when we were alive. All right.
Cool.
Okay, Brett.
Or at least close to when we were
team.
alive. At least close to when we were alive. Maybe a few randos.
Thinking like Daniel Murphy had a really good run in the playoffs in 2015. Cespedes too.
I'm like Soler had an insane playoffs.
Was
like
it a
Riley.
Met? Was it a
Riley was nuts too.
Let's. I want to say it's a Met.
You want to say it's a Met?
Yeah,
okay.
Why not?
Okay. I trust you with your Met guess. Who do you think it's?
All right. It was a Met. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
1 point. There we go.
Okay.
Who was it? Jake, who was it?
Hey, they've got to
We
say
got to guess. We got to guess.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I see. I forgot. My bad.
Okay.
I'll go with Daniel Murphy. Had a crazy run. I'll say that.
Ooh, that is a good choice.
That is correct. It was Daniel Murphy.
Yes.
All right.
Honestly, I thought it could be Eddie Rosario because
That's who I thought it was.
I was like, but I felt like he had a higher average.
It was very close, guys. Like I think Rosario actually had more hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RBIs were the same and the average was higher for Rosario.
Yeah.
Like 380 something.
That's who I was thinking though when I was looking at it.
Yeah, me too.
That's good.
Was so glad to not be exposed as a casual right there.
There you go.
Could have been embarrassing.
Own team too as well.
Yeah.
All right. So Blake, Briar, Aston, what's give me your number. Can't be 4, 1 through 10.
Give us a
Where
number,
we going,
Blake.
boys? Blake, you choose.
5.
5. All right. Heck
Just
yeah.
right
make it
on.
easy.
All right. Right to the next one then. This player had 6 straight seasons in which he hit over 300 and had 25 plus home runs. Was it a Met? Was it a Brave?
I mean, I know for a fact if it was a Brave, guys,
Yeah.
I think Chipper Jones definitely did this.
Oh yeah. That's who my brain went to immediately.
Make mine too.
All right, then we're gonna go Braves player.
Chipper Jones, baby.
Yeah, that is correct. I gave
Let's
you guys
go.
got the easy question right there.
I literally, immediately, I was like, Chipper Jones. Like,
Yeah, 'cause I remember there was one time in like 2005 or something like that. It was like early 2000s where I saw a statistic where they were like, yeah, Chipper Jones, he hit like his 20th home run or something. Like that is his 7th, 8th straight season. And I was like,
He would have had, yeah, I think it would have been 8 straight seasons. That I would have put 8 as the number here, but there was one of these seasons he didn't have a 300 average. He dropped off a little bit, and then the next season he was right back up over 300. Crazy.
Part of my brain went to David Wright as well. I just don't think he did 6 in a row.
yeah,
I'm gonna swap headphones real quick, guys.
we love our third baseman, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
this is true. This is true.
Best left fielder in the game.
Okay, Jacob,
All
can you
right.
hear us?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
There you
Okay.
go.
I'm used to this.
Let-
I got to get new AirPods.
Let's head over to number 10.
Number 10.
In honor of Chipper Jones, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Exactly 1,000 RBIs.
Oh my
Cool
god.
statistic.
That's an insane statistic.
Yeah.
All right, so it's probably a Brave because it would have to be 1986 if it were a Met.
Well, hey,
So-
I'm gonna say this, and this is not even. But I said it could be outside of our lifetime. It just there will be a few that are outside of our lifetime, but
Okay,
it doesn't have to be. But most of them are within our lifetime.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that this is a Brave.
Okay, you're going Brave.
Yes, and I believe. Oh man, but did he play?
Well, hey,
long
I'm
enough?
gonna kind of answer the first one first. It was not a Brave, so you do not get that point.
Oh man.
Can you name which Met it was?
How many RBIs did Wright have?
No, but he never won. He never won a World Series.
Yeah, he didn't win a World Series. Keith Hernandez?
Nah, I don't think so. I'll go Mookie Wilson.
Mookie Wilson? Is that your
Don't give the
answer
up. I want to guess it if they don't get it.
Hey, is that your final answer?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, go for it, Briar. They're wrong.
And I could be wrong because I don't know if he did play. No, maybe I'm wrong. I thought for some reason I was thinking the person that was coming in my head, and I could be wrong because I don't think he was on this team. Darryl Strawberry was who I was thinking.
That is correct, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh.
I didn't know. I was like, I don't remember if he played in '86, but I was thinking of a guy that could that would have been iconic on that team. That was a hitter, and that's the first guy that came to my head.
Damn, only 1,000 RBIs is crazy.
Yeah, he won I think 2 or 3 more World Series with the Yankees.
Yeah,
part of the Yankees.
Of course,
yeah.
Do they get to steal the points from us, or was that just they just got to guess?
No, we'll let that be a tiebreaker if somehow it gets to that point.
Okay,
we'll
sounds good.
Let that be we'll let that be the steal.
Good job, Briar.
All right, Briar Aston Blake, you want to choose a new number? Can't be 4, can't be 5, can't be 10.
Let's do 2.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh my gosh! Never gave up a sack fly.
In 1969.
That is literally
in
insane.
1969, he pitched 284 innings, facing 1,143 batters, and never gave up a sack fly. And most of these are people you would hear of, you would know, right?
I think it's a Brave.
Okay, well, can I give out some? Okay, yes, Braves. I feel like there's a couple options. I just don't. I can't really verify time frame.
It was Brave. Yep.
Wait. Are we gonna go?
I'm thinking Necro.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna say Phil Necro. I don't know if Warren Spahn pitched at this time, but yeah, I guess because you just verified that it was a Brave, right, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was saying, well, maybe it was like Nolan Ryan. I don't know. When did he leave the Mets? You know. Yeah, I guess if it's, I mean, Blake, you agree with that? Phil Necro?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with Phil Necro.
That is correct.
Let's go.
That's insane. Not a single sack fly.
Yeah, I just kind of looked up some weird facts about this.
Knuckleballer, that makes sense.
Yeah, that knuckleball, man.
That's the only reason my brain went there, because of the knuckleball.
Yeah.
All right. Liam and Bret, choose a new number. Can't be 2, can't be 4, can't be 5, can't be 10.
Let's go 1.
I like it. All right. This player has the most ever seasons with 25 plus home runs, 15 plus stolen bases, and 100 plus RBIs for a third baseman.
I mean,
Did Wright steal a bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he got some
Okay.
speed.
Yeah. I'm
Most ever?
confident.
Yeah. Let's say it's
Yeah.
Met.
It is a Met.
We'll go David Wright.
It is David Wright.
All right.
I always remember him having like low key speed.
Yeah.
Like, you'd see him steal.
Yep.
So he holds that record with Alex Rodriguez. They
Oh
both
wow.
are the
Okay,
two
cool.
people. Yep.
I got one right. Yay.
I can't hate on my boy A-Rod because
Do you?
It was a Miami Hurricane. This is true. All right. Blake Briar Aston, choose us a new number. Can't be 1, 2, 4, 5, 10.
You choose.
7.
There we go.
7. All right. This player ranks top
That's 6.
75.
That's 6.
That's 6.
That's
Oh,
6.
sorry. We gotta be thinking about that one. All right. This is because it says slide 7.
Oh, guys, this is the easiest one.
This player famously was a two-sport athlete.
What the hell? I'm like,
this player famously was a two-sport athlete who is only one of 18 players to record 2 defensive safeties within the same season in NFL history.
Bro, it's a Brave. It's Deion Sanders. I'm not even gonna let them talk.
Brave.
Yeah, it's a Actually, wait, hold up. It's a Brave. It's definitely a Brave. But is it Brian
Jordan?
It could be Brian Jordan. He could be thrown as a curveball here.
Oh,
it could be Brian Jordan.
2 defensive safeties within the same. I would. Oh, that's tough.
That's tough, man.
My vote would be to get 2 safeties. Would be Brian Jordan.
I feel like Jake would try to give us a hard one here.
To get 2 safeties, you got to be on the DL. Buddy.
That's true. What did Brian Jordan play? I thought he played like cornerback as well, or like safety.
I thought he played linebacker or defensive end.
I feel like that was just too. I mean, he felt smaller than that.
I thought he was like a safety or something.
I mean,
you guys got a final answer?
Do we just go with the for sure thing? What we
just
think?
go Deion.
Yeah, Deion Sanders.
Yeah, Deion.
It was Brian Jordan.
I knew it.
Let's go.
I felt like he would give us something harder here. Ah, dang it! Dang
yes.
Okay, that was
guys.
That was good. That was clip worthy, boys, right there.
That was awesome.
The whole touch of poker face, man. That was so hard.
That was good. Okay, so we got 1 point there, though, at least.
All right. So we got that's 9-8 right now.
Should just went with my gut.
All right.
9-8 us. 9-8 division.
No. Brave Idiots with the lead 9-8.
Oh.
Right now.
Brett,
All right.
we gotta lock it in here.
Close.
All right.
We're close. We're close.
We
okay.
got what numbers we got left? We got 3 available. We got 6 available. We got 8 available, or 9. Maybe one more I'm missing right here.
Well, let's go to 6. The one that we got to see for a second before.
Yeah.
This player ranks top 75 all time in triples and top 32 all time in stolen bases.
It's a Met.
Was it a Met or was it a Brave?
It's a Met.
Brett seems pretty confident here, so
all right,
I trust him.
It is a Met.
Jose Reyes.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's
baby.
He knew.
Baby.
Jose Reyes used to like lead like the triples like in
he was
every season.
God. Look up his a TikTok edit of him. Oh my God, so good.
Oh yeah, dude. No, he was good. He was good. Then he got in all that trouble.
Yeah.
But right. I did appreciate Jose Reyes back in the day. It's because I was telling them, I was like, as a kid, I was just I just loved baseball. So I naturally watched the Mets and the Phillies and the Marlins. And I just would appreciate some of the guys on all those teams because it was just fun to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun.
Absolutely. All right. Brave Idiot guys. What you choosing next? We got 3 available still.
Let's go 9.
5's already been taken. We got 3,
9,
8, or 9.
Okay, we're going 9.
9? Okay. This pitcher gave up the most runs ever for the franchise within 2.2 innings of work.
We know who that is.
Was it a Met or was it a Brave?
It was a Brave. It was a Brave, guys. We know exactly who this is. Actually, no, wait. I don't know if we even got to that.
I don't know if he did it. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know
well, yes, because he didn't go a full 3 because a certain person
whose
came in.
Whose team are you on, bro?
I'm sorry. I'm
all right.
Yeah,
well, we know the answer. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I get excited, Brett.
I mean, he would probably put a recent one in here since he did make the outline today.
So is that you guys say Brave?
Yeah, we're gonna say Brave.
All right, and we are remember that. That is correct. It is a Brave.
All right, is it who we've been talking about all podcast, guys?
I feel like that's the obvious though.
Well, there's two options.
He's throwing us another curveball here.
There's two options here. I think the only other person that kind of comes to mind is Mike Fultonevich in the
That's
playoffs.
Exactly who
I don't think he got out of the first inning. I think he got pulled in the first inning.
Yes, he was. Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
Thanks, Liam. Thanks. So it has to be.
I'm gonna mute my.
It has to be Connor Thomas, man.
It's Connor Thomas.
Yeah, it's Connor Thomas.
Connor Thomas is your final answer?
Yeah. Just say yes. Yes.
Yes.
That is incorrect. It is not Connor Thomas. But this was a long time ago, so you have no idea who this guy is.
No. What a douche.
If you can, I'll still give you the points if you can name what year it was in, and it was between 1900 and 1950. Good luck. I'll give all three of you a guess.
This is the oldest franchise in sports, or what?
I know. Gosh, you just gave me.
But the funny thing is, it was the same amount of innings. It was 2.2 innings of work, and the guy's name was Hugh Canavan in You got to guess between 1900 and 1950. You got three guesses.
1927.
That is not correct.
Dang it, Hugh.
Or if you want to try to name the team it was against.
Was it against the New York Mets?
They weren't a thing.
No.
Back then.
Probably like the White Stockings or something like that.
Wait. Hold up.
I'll say the Yankees.
Yeah, what was it? Was it the New York Giants?
No, but I'm not giving you a guess on the year since that is incorrect.
I think we've used all our chances. We can't get extra chances.
It was 1918 against the Pirates.
Ah, dang. All right. Well, now you learn something new every day, though. Now I know. What was his name again?
There's some
Canavan. I don't know.
Yeah. Dang it, Hugh.
Last one's
Could
8, right?
have just said Hugh, and I would have gave it to you.
Well, I think we got 8 and 3, right? Y'all let off. We get the final bat.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So
Let's go.
back to Liam and Brett. They got between what we got left, 3 and 8.
Let's go 8.
Question number 8. This player holds the all-time record for Gold Glove awards.
Oh wow.
Well, obviously, one guy immediately comes to mind who was just inducted, but I don't.
It's not a Met.
I don't know if he
holds
that record.
It's a Brave.
Going with
It's
a Brave?
definitely a Brave. You feel good about that?
Yeah. We've had some pretty good defenders.
It is a Brave. Come on, guys. You know it.
I also have a guess if they don't get.
I feel like there's an obvious choice here, but how many Gold Gloves did Andrew win?
Well, let's think. Is there a pitcher though? Like, was Glavine just really good?
Well, no, Greg. I thought Greg won more Gold Gloves than Glavine.
Could be him. I don't know. This one's you. This one's all you.
All-time record in the history of baseball? Is that what we're saying here?
Indeed.
For the position or for all positions?
All positions.
Wow, that's insane. And it's not Hugh, right?
It is not Hugh.
All right, cool. Liam, this is you, my friend.
Is it Greg Maddux?
That is correct.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. 18. It's 18. He's at 18, bro.
Wow, that's insane.
My God.
Yeah, 18
I never knew that was the
not
all-time
casual,
record.
people. I'm gonna take that to my career.
That was good. Dang it. They should be beating us, guys. We gotta get this one correct. I'm dead.
Yeah, I don't even know if it'll save y'all, but we'll see.
Team Jacob.
Let's go. Is this no? What question? 3. This player became the first ever to win the home run derby despite not being selected as an all-star that year.
I'm muting my mic.
Man. That is a good question.
I'd like to steal
Brave or was it a Met? I honestly, guys, to be honest with you, I don't know a Brave to ever win the home run derby.
I don't either.
It's a Met for sure.
It's a Met. Okay, we're gonna say it's a Met.
It is a Met.
Okay, and wait, just options.
I want to say it's Pete Alonso, but don't hold me to that.
I don't know. It's either that did Yoenis Cespedes win the home run derby at one point for the Mets?
I think he did.
I do remember that the last time we ever saw Yoenis Cespedes was in a COVID year break.
But I feel like
the
Alonso
next day.
elected to be in the World Series no matter what for like 4 seasons. No matter what, the guy just wanted to be in the world
or the home run derby. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I just don't know. I feel like he was good enough to make it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know if Cespedes. I know he was in the home run derby at some point. I just don't know if he won.
We see you up there chopping, Jake.
I feel, and it's not like Curtis Granderson or.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
There's
we hit 1 hour and 21 minutes.
Part of me wants to say Yoenis Cespedes.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
That's part. Like, there's a gut feeling there, and I could be wrong. But Pete Alonso seems like too safe of a choice.
Just go with y'all's gut.
I think it's Cespedes.
I think it's Pete Alonso for the record.
It's Cespedes.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn. Nice pull.
Let's go.
Really nice
I think it was in
pull.
2012.
Let's go, boys. Oh,
wait, but I thought Alonso did it as well in 21.
He did.
Yeah, but he wasn't the first
elected.
ever.
I guess that's true.
No, he wasn't an all-star all the years that he did home run derby. Because think about it, like first base, it was always Harper and Freeman. Like literally 6 years in a row. It's so annoying.
Oh, that's true. I didn't know that. That would make sense. Yeah. I thought he would just like at least was like a reserve, or even that year that he like led the league in like RBIs or something. Huh. Well, yeah, I just remember him hitting bombs one time in the home run derby. I just didn't remember if he won or not.
But he wasn't with the Mets in 2012, so that's kind of
yeah, that's true. He was a Met.
all that matters here, guys, is division therapy. You guys won me the freaking game. Let's go,
baby.
What was the score?
That dang Brian Jordan pick, man.
I know,
16
man.
to 10.
Wow,
that's the one that got us. But good game,
Good game, guys. Good game.
Appreciate it.
Jake was actually last week. Jake was saying like, I need to get points.
I needed somebody to come win the game for me.
Like, we're gonna invite these guys on the podcast. This is a last effort to get points.
You like how I weighted this like more Mets answers than Brave answers.
That is true.
Yeah, it was.
And y'all picked all like the trick questions. Is perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I was like, we got to think, guys. We got to think if this is actually what we think it is. But it's good. Those are great questions too.
Those were that was impressive.
Those were good.
Yeah. So I got another question for y'all. Does Blake get points for actually being on the pod this week?
So we have
no, Blake
1,000 points. 1,000.
Blake, what was it that you were? You're selling son of a gun. What was it? What was the slogan you had? It was something about how you. Oh man, Aston, you were quoting it all the time because he said when he was out selling John Deere, he was doing something at a conference.
Oh, what was that you said? Like
I can't remember.
Yeah, he's a busy guy. And so sometimes he can't make it to the pod. So we
it's an honor.
I think I said I was a businessman making big moves or something.
Exactly.
It was corny, whatever it was.
Well, we've got our MVP, our most valuable podcasters going on the entire season.
Don't even say my points out loud.
Hey, I'm giving you the 25 for being on the pod tonight.
I'm going to a Braves game tonight, tomorrow night, the next night, and tonight.
That's the easy way to catch up, Blake. That's all you got to do is say.
Oh, okay. So
kids for a few days.
So what are all the ways that you can achieve a point by going to a game?
The list is super long.
We need a chart. I have a chart actually. I've just never sent it to Briar. He needs to post it on our social.
Which by the way, didn't we get some points, Jake, for going to the game?
So yeah, we get points for going to the game, but we get less points than Blake and Aston because they live 4 hours away. So there you go. We only get 25 for each game we go to. They get like 100 if they make a game. So
okay. Now, do they get more? Do you guys get more points if they win versus if they lose?
No. It's just
all right.
It's just there.
We make the rules as we go.
Yeah. But that's fine because every game me and Briar have went to together, the Braves have won.
That's true. No? We were talking about that. We have a great record. So whenever we need it most, me and him will go to the game together.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
But we're saving it for like World Series Game 7, or like a close. That's we got to save the magic until that.
All right. So I'm going to give us. I'm gonna give us all. I'm gonna give us all another 100 points for these guys being able to get these guys on the pod with us. We appreciate Bret and Liam joining us tonight from Division Therapy again. So we got. Can you guys? I guess tell. We'll just end the. Usually we do a little diamond detour, but we're running long tonight, so we'll just kind of cut it off here. And do you guys want to kind of tell people where they can follow you and find you guys at?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks. First of all, thanks guys for having us on. It's awesome that we got to speak to fellow Braves fans. Give Bret a little bit of a hard time, so that's always good. But yeah, absolutely. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube. Find us on X as well. I'm always live tweeting the games. But yes, give us a follow on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok,
Instagram,
TikTok. Yeah, all of the socials, give us a follow, and obviously we continue to posting content, and obviously the same thing here with Braves Idiots. This is great content, and we're glad to be here.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
And happy to see a Mets series win against the Braves. I mean, if they got swept, I probably wouldn't have showed up.
Man. Honestly,
get this guy out of here.
If we got swept, it would have been.
I'm gonna kick this guy from the stage, man.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get out of here.
After I got you points, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, bump this guy.
Yeah.
He's like what's the guy he does so good, but we send him down anyways, Just send you back to AAA, man.
You talking about Hernandez?
Give me the win and get out of here.
Yeah. But honestly, thank you for being a good sport with you coming on. It's a brave thing to do. I think you showed out for your Mets tonight, and it was great. It was fun talking about like a different team than just the Braves. It threw like a little curveball into the conversation. So it was it was just fun having you guys both on, and thank you for coming on. And maybe in the future we'll run it back. Hopefully we'll get something like. In a year or so we're back into that 22 race again, and we could have like a real good final series podcast.
There you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right, gents. Well, thanks for having us on, and hope you all have a good night.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
We'll catch you next time here on the Brave Idiots podcast, and go follow our guys at Division Therapy. Everything they got there, it's good stuff. We'll see you guys next time.